happen. Although
That's because you're adaptable.
I am adaptable. You have to be adaptable. Adaptability is one of the leadership qualities that puts you over the top, over the top as a leader.
I don't know where we got this thought, but once we received the thought and then started to explore the idea, we really landed on it's a lot more complex than we had initially considered.
Yeah, it's not just one episode for sure. It's got so much to it that we need to we're going to have to break it off in little pieces, little bite-sized pieces, this adaptability thing.
First, bite size, though, you brought this point up. I think it's great. Foundation. Flexible is when you maintain what you're doing. Adaptability is when you're changing what you're doing to meet an alternative need.
Love it. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. And when we were talking about it, now pushing it back towards you, you had that great rubber band analogy.
Yes. So we were saying that a rubber band is flexible, right? That's the
Right.
visual that we're giving you. The rubber band is flexible. Although when you put the rubber band in the cold, it sort of shrinks. It's not adaptable. It doesn't
Right.
change and keep its flexibility in different types of weather. So that can be challenging when you're a leader, right? The other one we had was Tesla
Oh,
because in the
yes.
winter, I don't know if anyone saw during the winter, there was Teslas in Chicago and other cold areas, and all the door handles froze shut.
Yeah. Couldn't get them open. Could not
Ooh,
get them open.
not
Yeah.
adaptable.
Not good. Not good. I love all of those because it helps you remember the difference between flexibility and then adaptability. And that adaptability is really it's the evolution of flexibility, right? Because
Mm.
you have a new situation that you're adapting to. You have new information, you have a new environment or something introduced into the environment that you have to understand, navigate, and be able to continue to move forward.
So what we talked a lot about COVID and COVID being such a fantastic example of massive adaptability and people really creating change quickly to
Yep.
adapt to the need. And one of the things we discussed in specifically in your professional environment, and I would argue even in your personal environment, you really weren't given a choice. It was a
Nope.
sink or swim situation. So if you were not able to adapt quickly, unfortunately, there were some pretty severe consequences in a lot of situations.
Yep.
It's not always that black and white. It's
True.
not always you have to, and if you don't, this will happen. It's sort of like you're given the opportunity to be adaptable. And
Mhm.
as a leader, it's your job to A, determine if this adaptability is in alignment with the values of your team and the tenants and what you aim to achieve as an organization. And you need to get your team moving in that direction, right? Your responsibility to discern the information and then say onward, or is there a different path? What do you
Right.
think?
Right. No, I agree with you. And I think too, if you, I believe that there is a lifespan to organisms that are not adaptable to changes in their
Mm,
environment.
love
I
it.
I think there is. And I think when you think about it that way, that there's a lifespan to organisms that are not adaptable to changes in their environment, it kind of lights that fire under you to take a look at your own ability to adapt, right? What does that look like? And we've had so many things. I know with COVID, we've talked about that and how, businesses who weren't able to adapt to, I mean, let's just take, we talked about the restaurant
Yeah.
industry, right? And so there were challenges there. There were individuals and businesses who were able to be very agile and adapt to delivery systems and the non no contact ways of delivering food and getting to be able to continue to sell what they produce. And then there were companies who didn't. And they're not around anymore. They may be trying to come back, but if they didn't have the ability to adapt, they weren't able to, to really survive what had happened. So, and that, of course, again, like you said, black and white. Over a long period of time, reading the market, reading the ability of the organization that you are working with to grow as the consumers are changing and the market is changing and the business is changing. I mean, that's really where leaders have to be able to stretch and bend and expand their talents and take their team with them, right?
We had two kind of real life examples in any organization or corporate world, and one was a new leader. When a new leader
Yes.
comes in, when you've not asked for that change, that can be a little unnerving. And then the other real practical example is any type of technology change that is
Right.
going to create it's a and in that situation you would think it's more black and white, more COVID, do it or don't do it, be successful or not successful, but I think people get stuck in those, and
Yes.
they really kind of, you gave us a really great visual with chances you've got that on your
Yeah.
computer
Oh,
are
the kinetic. Let me look while you're telling them about it because I would love
okay.
to share that because they can see it on YouTube. If they're just listening right now on the pod, they can go over to our YouTube channel and take a gander because it's pretty freaking cool.
If you find it.
I'm looking right now. I got it. I
But
got you.
picture a roller coaster
Mhm.
that's going up and down, and that circle ball is on that roller coaster track, and it's going up and it's going down and it's going up and it's going down. And in those down slots is really when people sometimes get stuck while not considering that the inertia is keeping that ball going. So you need to kind of move with the flow and go down and go up. And I don't know, it's just a really great visual and a great thought about what?
Sorry. Kinetic energy. It's all
Oh,
about
yeah.
kinetic energy. Can you cut that part out? I'm sorry I dropped my microphone.
Oh, well, no, not on the video. I don't think I can. It's going to be a little bit
Spitballs.
harder, but oh.
I'm just digging myself in deeper and deeper and deeper,
Okay,
people.
come on, back to the script here.
Back to the script. I'm sorry.
Adaptability. So, point is, need to be adaptable, need to take the
Yes.
lows and the highs,
Yes.
need to understand that it's going to require something different of you. I really think the distinction between flexibility and adaptability, I do think they're sisters, cousins, if you will.
I like that.
If you're not flexible, it's unlikely you're going to be adaptable. I feel like that's like the prerequisite to adaptability.
Mhm.
But adaptability as a leader is critical, and your ability to be self aware regarding adaptability. Because do you agree you want to also hire associates who are adaptable?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think just the nature of adaptability brings innovation, right?
Yeah.
Because you have different things that are coming at you in the environment that you're evaluating, you're looking at how you can work with them or around them or through them or whatever that might be. So I definitely think you would want to look for individuals with that trait. I think it's right there with resilience and flexibility, those three being just so key in innovation.
Do you think that you're adaptable in your personal life?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to think so, but I get a little rigid sometimes, right? Like I
Yeah.
have some rules that I have to make sure are observed. So I don't know. What about you? What about you?
I think I'm extremely adaptable. I mean, I think I could, like,
Nice.
I'm kidding. Hello,
Oh,
obviously. I mean, not really.
I was going with it.
Yeah, you
I was
were.
going with it.
I have to be conscious of it.
Yeah.
I gave the camping example because I think that that really highlights my inability to be sometimes with the elements. It depends what I'm adapting to in my personal life, I think. What level of discomfort are we talking about?
There you go. There you go. And see, then I think we've almost come full circle, right? Because that's where we went as we started this conversation. When we were taking on adaptability, we started to think about, oh, this is such a layered subject because it really the environment and the context and all of those pieces really affect whether or not you choose to be adaptable, first of all, and then secondly, how far you're willing to adapt. Because we talked about, if things are not in alignment with your values, there would be, a different answer. I mean, it's so multifaceted.
But I really think, and I know I'm constantly beating this drum, it goes back to your ability to be self aware on the topic. If you're aware of your level or desire to be adaptable or what the situation is requiring of you, and
Mhm,
you can adjust based on what's needed,
mhm.
it really doesn't, you can overcome your baseline level of adaptability. That's my opinion.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I like that hypothesis. That's a good one. I have been distracted from our conversation, which I'm loving so much because I've been trying to find the video because I didn't get it set up before we got into this, and I'm just kicking myself. The kinetic energy and this idea of as the balls are rolling, one that's going in a straight line does not build as much kinetic energy as the ball that or the bearing that's going up and down like the hill. And it actually feeds the energy back into the object that's moving forward. And getting to the end, it has built up more energy and more speed and actually has a more positive, right, effect on the speed and the trajectory of what's going on. And I can't find it. I'm so sorry. I'm still looking. So keep talking.
Well, I think we're done talking. I think
Oh,
we've
damn.
talked. But all right, we're going to try this.
This is our first time trying something like this. This is very exciting. So we're asking for patience.
Okay.
They need to see this. It's amazing.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay, so if you can't see it because you're listening in the car,
Mhm.
we're encouraging you. We've given you the visuals now twice. It's
Yes.
on the YouTubes. Ready?
Yep.
Can you hear it?
I can. And what we're seeing right now is two large silver ball bearings that are going down a ramp. One is a straight flat ramp, actually downhill, and the other is a peak and valley kind of ramp. And we're seeing the kinetic energy build on the one side and get the ball there faster, which is the side that goes up and down. So, proof, this is the quote, proof that life with ups and downs takes you further and faster than a
Monotonous and linear life.
thank you. I love that.
Yes. It's really, really good. So keep it moving. And the ball with the ups and downs, gets there first,
Yep.
faster than the linear ball, proving that adaptable with the ups and downs.
Use the energy, build it, get you there faster, takes you further, farther, not further, farther.
It's going to take 1,000,000 years to edit this episode. 1,000,000 years is how long it's going to take to edit this episode.
I agree. I'm sorry. We just need to, well,
We're done for today. And now we're going to go record the intro. Did we give the mantra? It's really good.
it's really, really good.
Adaptability is my strength. I welcome challenges as opportunities for growth. So if you are struggling with this or somebody you know is, that is just some food for thought of a little Monday mantra. So adaptability is my strength. I welcome challenges as opportunities for growth.
I'm gonna just keep chanting that right now as we're fading out of this episode.
And not being adaptable to the challenges that we've had. Oh, how ironic.
Ironical.
Bye.